friends, Kim from Stamping Imperfection. I am playing with some Scrappy Tales crafts goodies today, and in particular, this Poinsettia die set. This is a standalone die set, and I'm going to actually add some foil details. So I'm trying for the first time these toner sheets from Deco foil, the Thermoweb Deco foil toner sheets. And I'm also playing with this Tonic specialty paper. This is like the basket weave pattern. And I was thinking I would make a rustic Christmas card. So I did cut this piece down to 4¼ by 5½. And I'm just adding some of my liquid glue. My card base is 5½ by 8½. I scored it at 4¼ and I'm just putting this on top and just pressing it down so it sticks really well. So I already die cut out one of each of the flowers, and I die cut out 3 of the leaves, and you can see that I've got some really pretty gold foil here that I'm going to use. This is also from Deco Foil, and all this stuff is actually from I won actually a gift card from Deco Foil, and like all these goodies are things that I picked out. I love this foil. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to trim down the foil. Now I took a piece of just plain copy paper and I folded it in half. I'm going to use that as my carrier sheet because I'm going to send this stuff through my laminator. So I'm putting it with the shiny side down on the paper, and then the toner side of the die cuts goes toward the back side of the foil. That toner is like the toner that you would use in a laser jet, or laser, not a laser jet, it's a laser photocopier. And since I don't have a laser copier, I'm using these toner sheets, and I just die cut those flowers directly out of those toner sheets, and now I'm going to run it all through my laminator. So my laminator has been off to the side warming up. It takes about 15 minutes. This laminator is pretty old. I've had it for a really long time. And I'm just sending it through. So I put the fold of that copy paper in first, and then when it goes through, I just pull it out. And this is always my favorite part, the reveal, getting to peel this off and seeing them all just so pretty. And isn't that gorgeous? Look at the way the light is bouncing off the different parts of that gold. This wasn't like solid gold. It's just really pretty. I just think this is really pretty. So now I'm just matching up the intricate tops to the solid bottoms, and I did cut the red out of some apple red cardstock I had in my stash, and then I cut the leaves out of some green I had in my stash. And now I'm taking this piece of chocolate because I feel like it needs just a little something else. So I cut a 1/2 inch strip, and I'm going to put that across almost like a belt. That's how I feel. That's what I think of it as. I'm going to use a pop dot on the back of that foil piece. And I used my little die cutter, and it did not cut out all the little parts of the center, which I actually was pretty happy about because I like this foil so much. Having it concentrated in the center like that is really pretty. I'm not even going to put anything in the center of that flower. So I'm going to pop the top piece up on the bottom piece, and I'm going to kind of like give it a little curl with my fingers and just match it up. Like, this is just so pretty. Now, there's also, which I have not played with yet, hot foil poinsettias. And I have not played with that yet. So in my next video, I'm definitely going to do that. I didn't have time to do that this week because we had some family stuff going on. And I really wanted to get my glimmer machine out and play some more with the hot foil system, but instead, I pulled out some of my ThermoWeb foil stuff and I'm playing with that. And that, I'm so happy I did that. I like those toner sheets a lot. Like just die cutting things that you have, you can make anything foiled that you have a die cut for. So that's pretty fun. So I added the largest one with a piece of foam, one of the foam dots, and then I'm just gluing the other 2 poinsettias, and I'm just going to tuck those leaves in. And first thing I'm going to do is glue down the fancy intricate die that I just foiled to the top of the green pieces. And pardon my arm, I'm trying to find the tweezers here. These are the reverse tweezers. I love these things for this exact purpose. Like it's really helpful to pick up things and hold them because those tweezers clamp closed and you don't have to hold it closed. So if you have sore fingers, these are divine. They're just such an easy tool to use. So that's definitely something. If you don't have that in your stash, treat yourself to a pair of those. I'll link those below. But I'm tucking 3 leaves in. I'm just tucking them underneath and just putting a little glue on the back side of the green also. So I love this liquid glue, by the way. This is art glitter glue. And I'm way behind everybody else in trying the art glitter glue. I know everybody else has moved on to barely art glue, which I also like, but I really got hooked on this art glitter glue. I like the little container with the nice thin tip. So I'm pulling out my Cardinal Blessings stamp set because I love this sentiment that says Christmas blessings. And I actually pull out a white sheet of paper, and as I'm doing that, I realize I cannot put white on top of this. So I pulled out that strip of that chocolate color that I snipped off the edge there. When I put that, like, I'll call it a belly band, on the card. I don't know why I felt like it needed that. I just felt like I needed to break up that basket weave pattern. But I'm going to use the leftover bit of that strip that I cut, and I'm going to heat emboss the Christmas Blessings sentiment. I'll get it spit out, and I am going to use an antique gold embossing powder that I have in my stash. So I'm just going to go ahead and heat set this. And like I said, I'll put links to everything below. These Scrappy Tail Crafts dies are amazing, and I just love the independent or standalone dies that Sabrina has designed in her shop. I can't believe how fun it is just to make a project with just dies and cardstock and glue. Sometimes it's just really nice to sit and put things together and make 3D cards and decorations and things like that. So I'm just trimming this down a little bit, and I'm going to put this on foam tape. And I've got the foam dots aren't quite big enough, but I've got some really great double-sided sticky foam from my stash that I really love, and I will definitely link to this below. This is a new brand that I got, and I quite like this one. And it's not as thick as the old Stampin' Up! One that I had, so I really like this. So I'm pulling out some Solar Flare Crown Jewel gems. They're gold, and I'm just going to put 3 of those just around the outside of the flowers. And I actually like to put them in a triangle shape because I feel like it draws your eye around the card. And once I get those glued down, that's going to complete my card, and I actually really like the way this card turned out. I think it's really pretty. And I love everything about it. And that specialty paper I've had in my stash for years. So I've been challenging myself to use something from my stash for every project that I make. And there it is, that specialty paper. I don't even know where that came from. But there's that die set again, the Poinsettia die set. And again, that's a standalone die set. So please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I thank you so much for watching, friends. Have a wonderful day.